everyone. Good morning. It is finally time for the first match, or at least the first streamed match for the Lazer Grand Arena. We've been hyping up the event for some time now, and finally we've got something on stream for you guys today. It's going to be a great match between FlyingTuna and Nev. I'm Lazer, and today I'm joined yet again by Demarsh. How you doing?
Yo, what's up? Oh man, we've been paired together a lot so far, and it's not gonna stop.
Yeah, we've got a very, very long day of matches today. The event being quite condensed as it is, right? We're going from 32 players to 8 players at the end of tomorrow, so a lot of matches to be played. Around 16 or 17 of them to be played today. So a very long day of matches. This is going to be the first, and yeah, I mean, I think people are always happy to see FlyingTuna play. I don't think that's a person that really needs much introduction, but I think for a lot of people it's going to be their first time seeing Nev, isn't it?
Yeah, Nev qualifying 27th. Someone who is quite well known in the Finnish community, but outside of that, especially in the OWC stage, which is normally what you'd see here, not quite as well known. So it's nice to see them kind of get to shine here, and already we're getting straight in with that drafted order.
Yeah, let's actually talk about this real quick. For the draft order, there's a lot of changes that we're doing with that as we sort through a couple of issues here. But there's a lot that goes to it, right? Some people have seen this in the past in other events such as map draft. I think Corsace did it for a year or two. But essentially, we're going to draft the entire process of the match before they actually even play a map. So in order here, they're going to first pick their 2 maps, then ban 2 maps, and ban until there's 1 remaining. So we can see the maps being played in order on the right here and who's picking them. And they're just going to ban until the last map remains. Every match is going to process like this. So today we're going to be seeing Amanita, Billy Bookie, Delirium, and Put Curse on You. And yeah, we'll be banning up until the last map remains, and we'll be playing that as the last one.
Yeah, so it's basically set up in a way where you do get your bans, but you've got to put in. You get to pick which maps that you want to definitely play before you hit the ban phase, and then yeah, it's just deciding the order because of the way Lazer works. We have it in a kind of playlist style, and yeah, that last map means that there's no need for a tiebreaker in this format, which is really unique.
Yeah, pretty much every single match is going to be 5 maps, not any longer, not any shorter. And the winner is just determined by your score on all the maps combined. That was known as, cumulative score. So that's also pretty new. I think there's been a couple of experiments with that before, but none with Lazer yet. So a lot of first time for everything today. And so what have we picked here? So we have Nev on his side opting for some aim control hidden, a little bit of tech with Amanita, and FlyingTuna as well, going with some old school DT, some good old 2009 mapping with Billy Boogie. Can't believe we put this map in the pool, it's crazy. And Delirium as well, which I think most people should have seen this map already. It's one of, I'll just say it's probably one of the best tech maps of all time already at this point. And we're going to be seeing No Mod 2 as well from Nev, and we're still trying to figure out what is remaining here. Each player is going to have 1 ban remaining between the Dermok hidden map and 2 of the DTs. So whichever one will be remaining will be the 5th pick here.
Yeah, so it should be they've got 1 more pick each, and then the last map will be whichever one wasn't picked. So I believe we'll just get that sorted real quick. But one thing we can... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
We did see a couple matches earlier. There were some reschedules that were a little earlier on in the week. I think we had a Tuesday match, I think, which is kind of crazy. That's a first for World Cup team, anyways. We had 2 matches yesterday as well, so we did see a couple of them off stream. We did see MP beat Rudge by around 600k or so. A little bit surprising to me, but maybe I'm underestimating MP a little bit. I actually think Ampy will be playing against the winner of this match after this is done, so that'll be happening tomorrow. We've also seen Enry versus Penguinsy and Antonio versus Hunter. And for all of these matches here, it's single elimination. That's also quite new. We're trying to kind of speedrun the event here a little bit. It's only 2 weeks of matches, so for the majority of the event, it's only going to be single elimination.
Yep. So there's no second chances. You've got to come out of the gate swinging, really. And I think we finally have that order decided for us.
In Rogoku's strip, the last one is okay. I'm glad we're finally seeing this map played somewhere. If you missed the showcase, I've not been a great fan of this map. I've kind of declined it from OWC on a couple occasions, maybe like 3 or 4 years now. But now it's in LGA, so we're finally going to be seeing this map being played here. We did see Tuna practicing on that map earlier too. It was very, very impressive. But here we go as we get into it already. Straight into Amanita playing on Lazer here.
Yeah, so Amanita, we have got that 7.3 star map, 194 BPM at 3 minutes 25 seconds. It's very much sure. Yeah, go ahead.
This should also be a pretty familiar song to people, since this was a World Cup custom for. It's not an OS original or anything, but it was a custom map for the World Cup a couple years ago. This is the other diff though, so this is also quite new. But early on here, FlyingTuna, kind of as expected on this map, shining pretty well so far, almost with the SS.
Yeah, Nev trying to hang in there a little bit, but is training quite a bit. 4% on the accuracy right now. Of course, this is Lazer, so accuracy plays a major factor in your score. Still need the combo though, as Tuna is demonstrating right here. Is that 400 PP already?
That's right. The default Argon skin has a PP counter in it. That's pretty cool. That's good to know. It's right there. But yeah, early on, I mean, you can. I mean, it's Tuna. I don't think there's much more to expect here. He's gonna do Tuna things, although it does break after the break. But I mean, with this sizable lead here, we're gonna get to see a little bit in real time how the score numbers actually matter, since not only is the cumulative score a very unique thing for for both players, and probably everyone watching here never have seen this before, but this is also played on the Lazer score system, which honestly, not a lot of people are familiar with. It's very different. It's not Score V2, which we have been playing on for the last, I don't even know, 6 years, 8 years?
Yeah, I think it's like 2017.
Something like that, yeah. It's been changed a couple times.
Yeah, and the biggest difference being that it's not necessarily about combo. Accuracy plays that pinnacle role, as you can see. That 3 to 4% difference for Tuna is helping him maintain and constantly climb score, despite being at times further behind in combo. So combo not the definitive factor. It's all about how well you can actually play on the map, which I think certain players will appreciate the change, and others who like the combo game will absolutely detest.
Yeah, from my experience, if you play a map more or less the same way, with more or less the same amount of accuracy, you're kind of going to get the same score. It's a lot more consistent compared to Score V2, which is pretty notoriously volatile depending on your max combo and all. But yeah, on here, not so much really. It's pretty easy to recreate the same score every single time, just because it's so much more act based. And we can already kind of see that here with a 3% lead for Tuna here, making up a pretty significant chunk of score here. And again, it's being cumulative scoring. Normally, this would just be 1-0, 1-0 here. But that score is going to carry over for the rest of it. So having a lead like that actually matters so much. It's 172,000 points of leeway here that Tuna has to play with. And we're going to be seeing both of his picks here as well. So we're going to go into DT1, which is very old school DT. A lot of grid patterning, a little bit uncommon. This is probably, well, it's not super present in this map, but one thing that's also going to play a lot of, make a big difference in the pools here is the actual gameplay differences between, stable and Lazer. Or a lot of people are not super familiar with those. A lot of people are going to know about no lock not really being a thing on Lazer, which is great. But a lot more than that, slider leniency, right? Things like slider streams, very significantly easier to hit. We're definitely gonna be seeing that in Delirium. So while these maps sometimes might look hard, the fact that they're being played on Lazer, they're definitely just more playable on Lazer, right? So we're gonna be seeing a lot of pretty crazy maps over the course of the tournament, and we're gonna get into Billy Boogie now. Absolute classic.
That's something weird as well, which I've noticed as well. Well, not weird, but it's unusual, is that with the Lazer client, you load in so much quicker. There's not that big delay that we normally have at the start of each match. And I love to get to see the storyboards as well.
That's right. Normally I think we turn those off. I think the stable client not so good at rendering 8 storyboards at once. Maybe different for Lazer, but at least we'll start with 2.
Yeah, we'll make our way up from there.
It's worth mentioning as well, every single map in the entire tournament will be a featured artist. In case you missed that as well. Yeah, Tuna doing pretty good.
Yeah, the grid mapping not throwing him off at all. Nev's still hanging in there though. Very decent performance as well, but yeah, a bit more comfortable when the bursts come in. There's a different level of comfort between the two of them, but still trying to hang in there. But I mean, Tuna's putting on a performance right now.
It's actually so nice to have that PP counter. Some extra layer of entertainment here. How high will it go?
Yeah, we should keep track actually who gets the highest PB play throughout the tournament.
I think we unofficially do in the World Cups, but with it being V2 and stuff, it's not always accurate. This is a bit of a massive score difference here for Tuna. The difference there definitely going to matter a lot. Maybe a well-researched pick from him.
Yeah, I think there's quite a lot of this higher star rating stuff in here. There seem to be we had the 7.3 and Tuna's picked up the 7.7 star map, which Nev might not be as potentially strong on, but it is a solid first pick from Tuna.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty tough to return from that one there. Tuna now up 700,000 points already. And we're about to see Delirium, which, I mean, definitely a Tuna map. If I'm ever thinking of people that can play this map well, he comes up, that's for sure. It's worth noting too, obviously that map that we just saw, maybe a little bit of an edge case there, a very old school mapping, not something that we're really familiar with, but I mean, for the most part, I think the rest of this pool is balanced to be something around the area of 7.8 stars or something like that, 7.7. So, pretty crazy that already on the first match we've already seen an FC. I don't really know if there's other maps in here that are FCable, to be honest with you.
Well, we always think that until it happens, don't we?
Me when I say Burning Star is the hardest map in the pool.
Oh, good lord. But yeah, here we go. We're on Delirium. Quite a popular map, actually. I think it's been played in the majority of the matches we've had so far. I know we only had 3, but it's weird that it's happened twice.
I mean, I don't know a single person who doesn't like playing this map, honestly. Even non-tech players really like it. I think this is a custom from CPMC last year or 2 years ago. I forgot how long ago that was. But I mean, this map is just so beautiful to look at. And it's actually going to showcase a lot of the patterns that I was talking about that are actually just significantly easier to play on Lazer. If you play this map on stable, some of the, I guess you could call them stream patterns, like the stream-in patterns with a lot of aim control. Normally on stable, you miss one of those, you're done. You're note-locked, you're hitting 50s, you're completely done. On Lazer, if you actually just miss one of them, that's it. You recover instantly, so I'm hoping we definitely see that here. And also, a lot of these Kickstarter streams, notoriously unstable, you know, you need to time them extremely well to be able to hit them, but on Lazer, way more lenient. So, definitely going to be playing a part here. This map is just a lot comfier to play on Lazer, so.
Yeah, I definitely think there's certain crowds of players who like these certain, like, especially tech maps and stream apps as well, because, you know, removing the note lock is just a beautiful feature. Appeals a lot to them, and I mean, what is Tuna doing right now? Like, he's FC'd 2 minutes of this map with 98 ag. He's kind of going nuts.
This is a pretty long map that we're only halfway in. I'd be surprised. Well, actually, it has happened before. This has been FC'd in match before. It just makes it look so easy, no?
Yeah, no, he does. He does. Pure consistency. You got Nev on the other side trying to hold on. Still got 95 acts, a really good score, actually. Keeping well with it, but yeah, we're just as confused as you are, Nev.
Nev's score is kind of what the expected score should be on this. So, like, what do you do against this?
Also, spins aren't capped like they are in Osu Standard. As Nev managed to spin over 500.
Yeah, that's always a funny thing to look at. As we get into main part of the song here, let's see if Tuna keeps up.
Yeah, the fatigue might be starting to set in. Concentration wearing.
These much easier on Lazer. Much easier on Lazer, these. But if you're Tuna, I think you don't care. You just hit them anyway.
He's not even realised he's playing Lazer. He's actually going to FC a second map, isn't he? Oh my god.
Tuna, please.
Jesus!
There it is. The back-to-back FCs for Tuna there. My god.
Wow. That is nuts.
I mean, well played to Nev too. That's actually a very good score to the 500k. Pretty tough on this map, but I mean, there's nothing you can really do when when Tuna pulls that out of his pocket. Like, what the hell? Okay. Well, now for something completely different. We'll be going into a pretty pure streamy map here, pretty conventional Lamont 2 as you know them. Pretty difficult lead to come back from here for Nev. Over 1.2 million, almost 1.1 million down. Would be impressive to come back from. There's actually something that is probably worth talking about. I don't think it'll happen in this match, but technically, because no fail on Laser still reduces your score. You know, it's not the version on V2 that doesn't give you that reduction. We're not really playing with it, so players can fail. However, that would kind of invalidate like the entire format of that match, right? If you're just down a map, it's kind of not possible to win. So, just in case it does happen, if someone happens to be failing, their score still gets counted. So, just so people know. I say this because I would fail this map personally.
We're not monsters. That's what we're trying to say. But yeah, this is Nev's second pick, so hoping for a bit of a turnaround. Just need to pick up about 500k score difference per map, I think, roughly.
Something like that. It's not impossible on this map, but Rogoku strip for Tuna afterwards. That's yeah, good luck.
Outside of the earlier break for Nev, he's had a good recovery here. He's applying a bit of pressure to Tuna here.
Especially in a format like this where it's very unfamiliar, but just going against someone like Tuna that is just so notoriously well-rounded, so experienced, right? Tuna's just been a top player in every tournament that he's ever played in, pretty much always within the top 3 or so, right? So, does finally find a miss though. He's not going to get 3 in a row, but damage is already kind of done.
And Nev is keeping with the accuracy, but is still trailing a little bit at 1.5, or just, that's actually closer to 1%. It's made a 70k score difference here.
Yeah, there was a little bit of max combo that went into that. As you've been saying earlier, it doesn't make as much of a difference as it used to. I'm sure we'll be seeing a lot of that. Like someone losing with a higher combo. There's definitely some of these matches, some specific gameplay elements I'm kind of looking forward to seeing how people adapt. You know, just on the topic of more Laser differences, because might as well, right? This is the first time we're showcasing Laser on the Life channel here, and first time probably a lot of people are watching a Laser tournament, or maybe even Laser gameplay at all. So, you know, regarding note lock, right? On stable, something that happens quite commonly is a bit of lag here, but hopefully it gets resolved. On stable, something that happens quite a lot actually is you know, whenever you're missing, you kind of subconsciously try to repair your miss so that you don't note lock, so you'll start like overstreaming and stuff like that. With the Laser scoring system, that's actually going to tank your score a lot. Getting one miss compared to just getting like a bunch of 50s, very, very big difference there. So I think, you know, some people that have been playing Laser a little bit and are used to playing on it might get a little bit of, you know, like a score advantage if they're used to recovering by just playing normally. It's definitely like a conscious thing that needs to happen if you've been playing the game for a long time. So I wonder who has learned that ability, I suppose.
Yeah, it's more about not tanking your score, isn't it? Than it is about necessarily trying to combo your way through a map and 4-leaf clover at the end. It's just going to add to Tuna's score here.
Oh, that's not right. Still have a map to go, don't we?
I hope so.
Well, we do have Rogoku strip to go still. Pretty unique map. I'll let you experience it if you're not too familiar with it. Yeah, a lot of, you know, not only not only the format of the tournament itself, and even Lazer itself to an extent, being very experimental. A lot of the actual infrastructure that we're using with also is first time for us as well. So might be a couple hiccups.
Yeah, it's everything is experimental here, to some degree. But yeah, Rengoku Strip, classic 45 map.
So I guess it's interesting to have a match like this to showcase this as the first time here. It's technically not possible for Nev to win anymore. You can't get this score difference even if Tuna doesn't play. So I guess if a match is extremely one-sided like this, you might have some obsolete maps, but I mean Tuna's just been putting on a clinic, man. It's been crazy to watch.
Yeah, I mean there's only so much you can do when he back-to-back FCs 2 maps in a map. And again, that's part of the brutal side of it as well, is that it's single elimination at this stage, so you can get a rough matchup like this where someone just outperforms, and in a way that's it. There's nothing else you can do.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, being a solo tournament, right, there's only 32 people qualifying. If you're on the lower half of that, you're going to have a really, really difficult matchup. So we did see a lot of people kind of, dare I say, sandbag their qualifier results a little bit. We have some matchups that probably should not be. But I mean, that's always going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, if you take qualifier results, yeah, it is. You do run that risk. Both of them actually doing really well so far. Tuna just kind of gaming on the combo, but accuracy is actually in favor of Nev here.
Yeah. Oh no, the doubles tank the act quite a lot, so back in the favor of Tuna now.
And CS2 as well is really just such a brain teaser. Density, it's AR9 as well, so you've got, it's really dense style, a lot of overlapping and a lot of information on screen all at one time.
So it's hard to make this comparison because people are going to play different maps and all that, but so far I think the highest total score that we've seen was Ampy at 3.6 mil. A little bit short of 3.6 mil. So Tuna kind of gonna smash that a little bit here. We've only played 3 matches. This is the 4th. But yeah, I mean, already over 4 million over the course of the whole match.
Yeah, Enry was close behind with 3.5 mil, but yeah, like you said, this is kind of gonna blow them out of the water. The way it's going. Tuna's got a minute left on this map, and he's still FCing with 98 AC. Never mind. Good timing. Good timing.
Yeah, it's alright. Tuna's had enough, I think. Stop giving this guy FCs. Share some of them, please.
The man's been eating too good.
This BPM change at the end always gets people for some reason. Every single time I see someone play this map, Well, that is going to do it. If it wasn't done already. Technically it was, but it's okay. Tuna here. Let's see his final score number, because it's kind of crazy. 4.25 million points here out of essentially 5 million total, right? That's kind of insane. So very well played for Tuna here. Unfortunately, that's going to be it for Nev. It's single elimination as well. Definitely had a solid showing. But what can you do?
Yeah, I mean, Tuna, one of the top seeds for a reason, and one of the top players of all time. What a showing! 2 FCs, nearly a third, if you want to count that one. Incredible performance, despite I think one of the FCs not being on one of his maps.
That's right.
So take a bow, Tuna. You've made it through the round of 32.
Yeah, so that means Tuna now will advance to play against Ampy tomorrow at 17 UTC. If you want to follow Tuna's journey. We are not quite done though. I think we're going to be taking a little bit of a break here for stream because we have a little bit of downtime. But we just have like a massive block for the next 9 hours essentially. Lots of matches to show today. We've got, I believe, 13 in total. Or 12 or something like that. So some of them are going to be on stream here. We're going to be taking a little bit of a break, but we're going to be seeing Yolks Pie versus Tebi. Also pretty good matchup, I think. People, both of those players, have pretty overlapping skill sets here. So I was personally pretty curious to see how that match is going to go. As well as I think we have another match that happens at the same time, but I think unfortunately I don't know if we're able to put that on the B stream. There's a good chance that we are. But we'll let you know. Anything you add?
Nope. Just if you like what you saw and you're curious to see some of the best players around, try out the new format. Stick around.
Sounds good. So we're going to be taking a 30-minute break. We'll see you soon.